Hi, this is Regina White Favors coming to you with Rebound Relationship Special Topics. This is part of my Life Rebound and Recovery series where I explore particular trending topics and also just everyday relationship topics. Take some time to listen to this audio discussion, maybe gain some insight. If you have any questions, please leave me a comment and I will respond. Also, please consider subscribing to the channel. Hit the notification button if you're interested in further topics. This is Rebound Relationship Special Topics. Thank you very much for visiting the channel. Okay, this is true if you are a loner. So if you're the type of person who is a loner, doesn't have to have a lot of people around him or her, can basically go throughout your life without really a lot of deep relationships. You still may have maybe like a very small circle. You may, I don't know, you may have a sister that you care about that you sort of interact with, a brother, and you may have a friend from the job, but you're not much of a person who needs a lot of engaging. I'm that type of person. I'm a loner. I was isolated as a kid, and maybe that is a contributing factor, but I'm not the kind of person who like has to be in a relationship. I really like my alone time. When I was in the previous relationship, I actually put all of my heart, all of my time, all of my money, all of my body, all of my resources into that relationship. I wanted it to win. The problem is that I got into a relationship where a person was sort of like a loser. Not loser to be negative, but a person who just is the type of person who just loses at everything. He will build something up just to tear it down. He will build a relationship. He will find a job, and he was great at finding jobs, but he will find a way to get fired. He will find a way to get kicked out of a house with his ex, or get kicked out of the house with me. And so he was the type of person who was just the type of person who just wanted to lose all the time. And so that was a relationship failure for me because I put everything that I had into that relationship. I didn't make him everything, but I did put everything that I had into the relationship. And so my loner now is not so much loner, it's solitude. That right now I just want to be by myself so I can take some time to think about why I kept choosing the wrong people, why I kept making hasty decisions, why I kept expecting marriage from people who were not the marrying kind. And I'm not really interested in engaging. And this may be a season in my life, and this may be the rest of my life. I don't know. But you have to determine for you whether you are a loner or whether you are a person who is social. And if you are a social person, why choose a loner? If you're a loner person, why choose a social person? So relationships require engagement, and it requires constant engagement. And you can't be a person who lives in the basement of your house with the wife upstairs. That's not a relationship. You can't be a person. I know a person right now who is married, has it's like he did all he could to get the wife, but now he doesn't want to engage the wife. He doesn't want to be a part of the marriage, but they are both in the house together. He spends time on the computer. She spends time in the living room watching TV. They don't come together. And relationships require engagement. So it helps when you know you have the right type of person to whom you can engage. This is true if you need more than one. So if you're the type of person who just cannot have one person, then you're not really built for a relationship, because relationships require courage to stay put. And if you are everywhere but home, you have to have more than one person, then you are not actually in relationship with anyone. And that could be your strategy. That's probably the purpose of your strategy, is to not be with one person, but to be with everybody and not be connected or vulnerable to one person. So relationships require courage to stay put. This is true if faithfulness is relative. So, you have to have a belief system. Relationships require a belief system. You can't be the type of person who just employs multiple belief systems just because. You're faithful one day and you are not faithful another day. That's a double-minded man. And, scripture reads that the double-minded man is unstable in all his ways. So even if he looks like he's put together, he's still unstable. And you don't want to be with someone who is unstable, because unstable people always reveal who they are through their anger, through their mood swings, through leaving the house, engaging an ex, coming back and trying to get back with an ex while they are with you. Faithfulness is relative to them. It's really no longer a belief system. And maybe because they've been hurt in the past, that's a possibility. That's always a possibility. But just because you've been hurt doesn't give you the right to mistreat the person that you are with right now. If you don't want to be in a relationship with that person, leave that person alone and get with the type of person who just cares about being in relationships with everybody. But it's interesting. They won't do that. Okay. They won't stay put in a relationship. And, faithfulness is, they want you to be faithful, but for them it's relative. They don't want to really be, faithful to you. They want to withhold faithfulness, and faithfulness is essentially validation, and basically have their options open. Well, then don't enter a relationship, right? That's a different belief system. This is true if you are not interested in love. So you may not be built for a relationship if you are not interested in love. And what this means is that relationships require movement to the next level. It's obvious that you cannot remain. I don't understand these relationships where people have been together for 14 years and they won't get married, but then when they separate, each person marries another person. I don't understand it. That at what point will you move your relationship to the next level? It's just, I don't know, it's just interesting. But maybe they were not interested in love with that 14-year partner. And then maybe they became interested in love with the new partner. And, that takes a lot of time out of your life, because here it is, you were building a relationship with somebody, staying in the same house, making love to each other, managing your finances together, buying a home together, having kids. And then you were not willing to take the relationship to the next level. And only after you ended one relationship, you got with another relationship, met that person in like 2 or 3 months, and you married that person. It's just the funniest, craziest thing. And so that lets you know then that person really was interested in love, or the other person was interested in love, and that you both decided not to pursue love with each other. So relationships require movement to the next level. Not everyone is built for a relationship. So another reason could be, this is true if you are not interested in marriage. And relationships, a marriage is a relationship. It's a long-term relationship, despite what people like to say, politically, being politically correct. Relationships require the courage to face the truth. That's what marriage is. There is no such thing as an open marriage. That means you are not married. I don't care what your papers say. You are not married. That's not a biblical marriage. That's a political marriage. That's a democratic marriage, right? You go to the courthouse, but that's not, but you can have all the open marriage you want to, but if you divorce, you have to split everything down the middle. So it's like two people who are in a boyfriend status, girlfriend status, staying together in one house, keeping their options open, and then they want to call that marriage. The truth of the matter is, Marriage is between two people and long-term till you die. Those are the vows that you actually take. Okay, so relationships require the courage to face truth. All right, so hopefully you were able to gain insight from this video discussion. Please like, subscribe, and visit. So uh, please like the video, hit the notification bell for more discussions. I am re-uploading all of my audios, so I needed to make some changes to them. You can visit my website for more content at reginayfavors.com. If you want to send me an email, you can send an email reginayfavors@yahoo.com. Please also purchase the book. It's going to come out in spring 2021. So I had to make changes to my book to update it, and I also updated the title. So the original title was Bait, Hook, and Switch, Confessions of a Rebound Girl, and I have updated the title to Toxic Encounters, Why People Pursue Rebound Relationships. So right now I'm still basically editing it, and I want to make it available in spring 2021. So thank you very much for visiting my channel, and I am Regina Y. Favors. Have a great day.